All you see on CNN is anti-Trump slogans and white supremacy. But where are those good old conservative values and a faith in God? Lucky there's the Irishman pod. Lucky there's two men who positively can do all the things that make us laugh and cry. We are the Irishman pod. Clint only sings when he's drunk, so clearly he's not drunk.
You can't help yourself but sing because you love it.
I love it so much.
See, now I feel like my head is not the same.
What head?
My headphones.
God damn you.
I know. It's like once that GoPro,
I'm gonna go on a...
once that GoPro kicks on, I feel like something's messed up.
Yeah, your ass is messed up.
I'm not messed up. Hello? Yeah, see...
There's definitely something wrong with this.
It's like that dial. Yeah. All right.
It's all the dials.
Well...
It is what it is.
How come nobody wants... Did anybody offer for those Spuds McKenzie cups I was putting up last week?
Yeah. But
Where you at, people?
I had like 5 offers.
Would you turn them down? I got the cups at my house.
Turn them all down.
It's a set of 3.
5.
We'll even add on these Blue Moon cups you got sitting under there.
Yeah, 20th anniversary Blue Moon cup.
Yeah. What do you got? 4 there? That's what we got. 20th anniversary Blue Moon cups. We got Spuds McKenzie.
I got some beer. I got some quality old style beer.
Oh, that old style beer stein is fantastic from Chicago. Now I feel better. Now I feel like I can hear myself. The people can hear me.
Yeah.
Where are we going, Dave?
Well, next podcast I'm gonna drink out of my beer stein.
Oh. Okay. Can we get a Clinkies? Clinky.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers to you. What do you want to talk about? I mean, I did send me some really good stuff here.
There's a bunch of stuff, man.
What about the
where you want to go?
I want to stay away from the COVID. But I do want to say that the plan is in full effect. The Democrat Party is unleashing their wrath with these mask mandates. They're slowly but surely bringing them back. When flu season hits, we're going to be locked down.
Los Angeles is already getting ready to lock back up.
Yeah.
Canada's in lockdown. Australia, they're at I think it's 60% of the people are under a stay-at-home order. Yeah, I mean it's pretty wild.
Well, it's not going away. It's coming back, and listen, this is the only way they can win this midterm.
And it's, I mean, I know we kind of briefly talked about it last week. Was if the Trump supporters and the right wing domestic terrorists and white nationalists and blah blah whatever air quotes you want to put us under, if we're the ones that are going to the hospital and we're the ones that are dying, and I want to get into this because I was talking about this Instagram post that I saw earlier. If we're the ones that are dying, then just let us go, right? If we're the deplorables and we're non-existent in the life and you don't need us anymore.
Yeah, Bible thumping, gun toting.
Yeah, just American flag
waving.
I forgot to tell you, patriot was a racist term earlier this week. I don't know if it turned around.
What are you talking about?
If patriot, the word patriot was turned into an extremist word.
Like Nazi?
Well, Nazis, I see, and I know I've heard other people talk about it.
Well, patriot isn't good anymore.
Well, that's what they were trying to say.
You can't be a patriot. If you're a patriot, you're a racist.
I remember when Joe Biden was absolutely saying, do your patriotic duty, wear a mask, patriotic duty, get your jabby, patriotic duty, I'm going to eat ice cream cones. Because that's what it is in the summertime.
What flavor do you have, Mr. President?
Chalky chip.
Chucky chip.
So yeah, if we're the people, and I saw Michael Rappaport, who, I mean, this guy was Remy in Higher Learning, who was a white supremacist Aryan Nation Brotherhood guy. He was also a dirty cop in Copland. He was also a wigger in another movie. So
that's that Irish guy, right?
Yeah. So, but he's kind of like we were talking about last week was like, well, the new pandemic is the unvaccinated, and they're killing everybody. Like,
he went there, that piece of...
yeah, like, bro, your vaccine works for you. I'm all for it. Do your thing. I'm all for the get your shot.
Love the vaccine.
We love it.
I love it.
Love it. But
No-
you do you, we'll do me, and
No misinformation here.
listen, if it's the Trump supporters and all the right wingers, which it's not, because it's over 160 million people, not just the kids of the families of said supporters. It's a big population, so there's a lot of other communities that don't want your stuff either. And yet, we're just gonna play the game, right?
I'm not playing no game.
Right. We're not playing the game.
I'm so tired of all the nonsense that goes on around here.
So we had the Democrats, we talked about it briefly last week, where they flew up from Texas. They were double vaccinated and they were pulling their stunt. And then what happened, Dave?
Well, I hear several of them were diagnosed with COVID.
But didn't Joe Biden the other day say in his town hall that, well, once you get vaccinated, you can't get it anymore, right? So is he spreading medical misinformation? I'm just curious. Should he be deplatformed off of all social media sites? His Twitter, the little lame-ass White House YouTube?
No one should be deplatformed.
Well, yeah, I agree with you.
No one.
Because that's the point of personal privilege of being in the Second Amendment
Well,
or the First Amendment country.
The reason why I always thought that, I always agreed with free speech because, one, even when the radicals got a chance to talk,
Yeah.
you really understood just how crazy they were, and,
Right.
and
On both sides, right?
yeah,
both sides.
if you have an open forum to speak your mind, no one's following that crap.
Nah.
So those are the people you don't want to shut them people up because then they'll do more damage. You
But they're
wanna-
only hurting themselves if
you want to let
if
them
you
talk,
allow
right.
them to speak.
Right,
Yeah,
they're going to hurt themselves. So let them talk.
Right.
And if the Republicans and the president was so bad, let them talk.
Right.
Well, you can't let him talk. You know why?
Because he's right.
Because he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
And he's putting you jerk offs in your place. Somebody said we curse too much.
Yeah, I know that guy's.
Fuck him. Fuck you fucking fucker.
I really appreciate your information, but I would like it a little cleaner. Eat a dick.
Yeah, that's bad, Don. I don't think I'd ever say that. I wouldn't even go there.
I didn't.
The F word is so desensitized anymore. Now it's just like
Which F word? Fuck.
F-U-C-K.
Well, when he said and
Tell
I
her
don't-
Jack's off,
I
but
wanted
Dick's
to.
in.
I told him thank you and we're sorry. And
Oh, you answered him?
yeah, I did. I told him I'm sorry. And
I would have did the emoji, the middle finger emoji.
well, you answered the other guy on BitChute that was like, these two losers were probably on health or whatever.
Yeah, I was too nice too. I'm going to start throwing the F-bomb at him now.
But there's not
away.
enough comments. Listen, if you
Listen,
don't
it's
like,
not- yeah, it's
if
not
you don't
like
like
we're-
what we're doing, I would love to interact with you people. I interact with everybody on the
Problem
comments.
is, we lose one subscriber. That's 50% of our audience.
I don't know, but I interact with people. Everybody that comments on Instagram, I interact with everybody there. Just
that's
nobody
cool.
really interacts on the videos, which is fine. Please do. We appreciate it. Say, hey man, you guys suck, and I'll be like, all right, yeah, you're probably right. I might have drank too much that night. And
Really? That never happens.
It went downhill. Well, I'm gonna try to stay within my means within these next couple.
Are you?
You have a Peter Griffin going, nope. I feel like we should be doing an Oh Billy with the guy at the glass of the against the police, whatever. This is entirely way too long.
Yeah, but I think that's it.
Was that it?
That was it.
Wasn't the last one more?
But it all depends how you like, close your eyes and you can paint that picture any way you want it.
with Peter Griffith's ball chin.
He's a ball
All right,
chinian.
what were we talking about?
I have no idea.
Who cares? I don't even know you. Who are you?
With the so all right, so I sent you some Fauci stuff. I mean, that dude was getting raped this week. Rand Paul, the other dude, were like, do you have a Zuckerberg's phone number? And he's like, man, I don't know.
You are the one who's lying.
Yes. And then they showed him he's like
Waving his finger.
yeah. Listen,
you Senator Paul.
Yeah.
You're the one who's lying
the
here.
best part, so I follow, so I'm like on Instagram, there's like these hashtags. You can follow deplorables and stuff like that. So like deplorables is like just somebody throwing it up there. So like the one day I liked it and I was like, wait, this guy, like he was against our side. I thought it was like somebody like, hey, us deplorables are doing great. So I started reading the comments and they're like, wow, Fauci's doing a great job. He really showed that Rand Paul. He's no doctor, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I felt like chiming in and I was like, I don't even bother. But I'm like reading the comments. I'm like, these people, and maybe we're the sick ones, but I'm like, these people are insane. Like thinking, like our Lord and Savior, Dr. Anthony. Like people are fucking legitimately all about this guy. And why are you still all about him? Like, yo, this guy's been go ahead, play.
Let me finish.
We don't know.
Wait a minute.
It did come from the lab, but all the evidence is pointing that it came from the lab. And there will be responsibility for those who funded the lab, including yourself.
I totally
This committee
resent.
will allow the witness to
I
respond.
totally resent the lie that you are now propagating.
The lie
Senator.
that you're
Because
propagating,
if you
Senator.
look at the viruses that were used in the experiments, that were given in the annual reports, that were published in the literature. It is molecularly impossible.
No one's saying those viruses caused it.
It is
Pause it real quick.
molecularly.
Those viruses caused the
Pause it.
pandemic. What we're alleging
Pause
is
real quick.
the gain of function.
So, all right, I'll tell you one thing. This guy's New York accent comes out very hard. His Long Island accent comes out very hard when he is upset. Literature, like,
It's in the literature.
I don't know where he grew up, but I'm going to say somewhere on Long Island because this guy is a fantastic.
Well,
What's he got? What is it? Twang. Long Island twang. Go ahead, play it. Sorry, I just chimed in there.
Research was going on in that lab, and NIH funded it.
That is
you can't
not-
get away from it. It meets your definition, and you are obfuscating the truth.
I'm not obfuscating the truth.
Senator
You're the
Paul's
one.
time is expired, but I will allow the witness
who's
to speak.
telling her shut up?
I want everyone to understand that if you look at those viruses, and that's judged by qualified virologists and evolutionary biologists, those viruses
Look
are
at his hands.
molecularly
Look at how nervous he is.
impossible
No one's
to
saying
result
they are. No
in
one's saying those viruses
SARS-CoV-2.
caused the pandemic.
Senator Paul,
We're saying they are gain-of-function viruses because they were
They're not.
animal viruses that became more transmissible in human, and you funded it.
And you
admit the truth.
and you
Senator
implying
Paul,
And you're implying.
So,
I'm not implying anything.
so you understand what Rand Paul's saying there?
Yeah.
So what Fauci's trying to defend is that, well, we didn't do this, this, and this. And Rand Paul's like, no, I'm not saying, you're right. I'm not saying you did that. What I'm saying is that you sent the money for grants over to this lab to work on this gain of function of viruses that should never make it or jump into humans that were only in animals. That's what he's saying. And Fauci's trying to deflect, going, no, that's not the case. And Rand Paul's going, no, that's exactly what you have. That's exactly what you did. You funded it. And we have the emails that show it
Right.
because we have.
Fauci's worried about going to jail now.
Yeah, well, I know.
That's a guy going to jail.
I saw Rand Paul had put in a criminal investigation into the DOJ, had applied or whatever, like recommended for it to go. All right, finish it up.
your time has expired, and I will allow witnesses who come before this committee to respond.
and you are implying that what we did was responsible for
is
the
this from
deaths
me?
of individuals. I totally resent
could
that.
have
And
been.
if anybody
And it
is
could have been.
lying
Oh, no, that's right,
here,
that's from me.
Senator, it is you.
Senator Smith.
Look at him. He just shit himself, I think. He's like, oh.
If there's anybody lying here, Dave, it is you.
Fauci with his double finger. You. You are so beautiful. The fuck out of here, Fauci.
Yeah, and then I sent you to the Zuckerberg thing where he's like, wow, he's like reaching in his pocket. He's like, no, I think I got it. I don't have his phone number. And he's like, I could show you. And the guy's like, man, you don't need to show me. I'll take your word for it, bro.
And then do you, on
here it is, yeah.
very frequent basis, consult?
Sorry.
Nah, you're good.
And then do you, on a very frequent basis, consult
cuck
with him
for Zuck.
either via email, or do you have his cell phone number, for instance?
Yes, I am. Exchanged a few emails. You probably know that.
Yes, we do.
Asking the question about.
You're right.
1,000 pages of my email have been FOIA'd.
Right.
And
FOIA'd?
There is an email exchange or two between myself and Mr. Zuckerberg.
Just one or two.
I don't recall. I can look it up right now and see if I have a cell phone number. I'm not sure I do.
What would have been fucking super Italian of him is when he reached in his pocket and he was like, yeah, let me just
pull out. Should have pulled a gun out.
Well, he wasn't gonna pull his phone out, but if he was like, hey, let me just reach in my pocket, let me just see if I got his number here, and he's like, no, I don't, and he's like, just fucking like, yo, fuck it, I'm out of here, man. You guys are fucking.
You guys are mean.
I'm dead anyway. You know what I mean?
Holy crap.
When he reached in his pocket, he's just been like, pulled out the fucking bird, been like, yo, fuck everybody. I'm out of here. Fucking kick the microphone out of here. Sorry for my language on Rumble, Mr. Insensitive guy.
And hey, you've been working hard. Why don't you take the rest of the day off? Here's 2 tickets to Sandra Bernhard's one-woman show.
I don't even know what that means. Yeah, so this guy's, he's had a crazy ass week. And I think here we are. We're coming into the weekend, right? So guess what's going to happen this weekend? Mr. Anthony's going to be on a lot of the weekend shows defending his honor and about how Rand Paul had attacked him, and this other guy. So
mean to me.
This other guy, I forget the other senator's name, who was attacking him about the Facebook stuff. About how these aren't the cases. This isn't true, and it's like the biggest problem I'm having and we're having, and especially like when listen, I know you don't really do it, but I listen to a lot of podcasts all week long. I'm in my work truck, 8-12 hours a day. I listen to podcasts. That's what I do. From And We Know to X22 Report to the smallest guys that we follow from Sergeant and the Samurai and all these other guys, Steak for Breakfast, We the People, everybody else.
Wow, there's a lot of plugs you just gave.
Everybody in between. I listen to them all because I got a lot of free time. Some guys put out a couple of shows every day. Some guys put out a show once a week. The situation is that everybody talks about the same things, and it's like you either have you got people that have 400,000 listeners, and you got guys that have like us 10 people that are listening to our we have 10 subscribers, but 60 plus people listen to our Arizona Auto thing. The information isn't out there. It's just what you choose to decipher and discern from the information that we're throwing out. Listen, we're not experts.
Wait a minute. Speak for yourself.
But we're reading expert testimony from certain people. I mean, you can't deny what Fauci just said. You can't deny what Rand Paul had said. All right, is there two sides of the coin? Sure. Was Rand Paul right? Was Fauci right? I guess if you're a left guy, you're like, yeah, Rand Paul's a bully. He was bothering our Fauci. Or you're on our side and you're going, Rand Paul did some great work, and I appreciate the questions that he was asking him. But in between, there's the truth, and you're going to go, all right, let's look into this stuff. And that's all we're talking about. That's all everybody's talking about. Like, listen, form your own opinion on every situation that everybody's spitting out there, other than just going like, yeah, I believe the tube. I believe what Don Lemon, Chris Cuomo, everybody else. I don't watch any of these news shows anymore. I haven't watched in a long time. I don't watch any. I don't watch Fox. I don't watch Newsmax. I don't watch RS. I watch a Trump rally on YouTube. But other than that, I listen to podcasts. I listen to certain different podcasts. I listen to left, right, in between.
When do you have time to poop?
In my truck.
You poop in your truck?
Sometimes.
Can you give me that beer out of the freezer?
I might.
I gotta make a poop.
I gotta make a doo-doo.
I need the muscly on paper boy to come here and give me some good news.
I need the wipe. But
thank you.
The situations...
This will be my last beer for this evening.
The situations are different for everybody, but the information, you can go out and find it. And I know, like, I posted a thing about the... we can talk about it later, but...
We can talk about it right now.
With the Cyber Polygon, with the World Economic Forum, that was 2 weeks ago, July 9th. I posted it on our Instagram, and there's people like, I didn't know this even happened. Like, where do you find this information? I'm like, yo, it's on Google. It's on the main page. There's videos, there's documents to show that they're talking about shutting down the internet. We talked about it a couple weeks ago about Klaus Schwab. We played it, where he's like, there's going to be a cyber pandemic bigger than the coronavirus. However, he said it in his German accent, which is scary as fuck to begin with when you listen to that guy talk. But there's going to be a pandemic where, we're fun.
What's a cyber pandemic?
Food shortages, the shit you're seeing with the gas, the pipeline stuff, what else happened?
Yeah, that's called the beginning of communism.
Yeah, well, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get everybody out of this situation and onto the, like, listen, we're going to funnel you into our situation. And you know what?
I like how you put that stuff.
I'm tired of this movie.
I'm going to funnel you into my situation. I'm going to show you whole freezer full of popsicles down the basement. And when you come down there and open the door...
I'm so tired of this movie right now.
Push you right in.
It needs to end. Do you have Trump behind the curtain? Like,
yeah.
I sent that to you.
He's laughing.
That TikTok, so you could play that at the one video. Yeah, there's so much. What else? What else did I send you? I sent you a couple other things.
I don't know.
Come on, man. You gotta have them teed up for me, bro.
Teed up.
Let's go. All right, hold on. Fauci, Zuckerberg, you played that. Kamala in the Bible. This is good. Play that.
I'll play Kamala.
Because I know you're a Bible guy. You appreciate the vibes and God. And this chick clearly doesn't. So.
Oh, boy.
It's almost like the rural, how are you going to find a photocopier situation again.
Boy. Here we go. All right. Kamala Harris, everyone.
I do believe that the act of getting vaccinated is the very essence of what the Bible tells us when it says, love thy neighbor. Right?
Wow.
Because what we know is, one can ask, well, who is one's neighbor?
Yeah, who is?
Is it the person who lives to my left, lives to my right? I know them, may borrow a cup of sugar, right? But what we know it means when we talk about love thy neighbor is that, yes, it may be the person next door, and it may be the man on the side of the road, and it may be a perfect stranger. And in the face of that stranger, you see a friend.
A friend.
That's what this is about.
Yes, Dave.
And so by getting vaccinated...
Help a friend.
I am. I'm going to get a vaccination tomorrow, so you'll be okay. That's awesome.
Listen.
Did you see that TikTok?
Love thy neighbor. Which one?
Where she's having this, I guess she's at the vice presidential estate, and she has all...
that was during Juneteenth.
All white women?
Yeah, it was during June... Wait, was it when she had the black, like the
black
butler?
servant, the black butler, the black waitress?
That was Juneteenth weekend.
What a fucking hypocrite.
That was Juneteenth weekend. Everybody's like, wait, the vice president who's supposedly African American.
Can you get me that video so I can post that?
Yeah, I'll have to find it. I'll have to dig deep because I was like, what?
She's sitting there with a whole room. There isn't even any other black women in the room.
Right.
Other than the ones serving her.
Whatever. There's also a thing I saw with her, with her
white privilege, huh?
With her. Well, I wanted to. How much time we got? Because I'm gonna personally give up my white privilege of a vaccination, and I'm going to give it to any person of color who wishes to receive said vaccination.
Wow.
On my behalf. I'm willing to do that. And I hope
that's so nice of you.
And I hope you, as being part of the Orange Mint podcast, you will join me, and all of our friends will join us in saying, "Hey, I will give up my privilege."
Don't you mouth off to me, or I'm gonna slap you right in your penis.
I will give up my privilege of a vaccination.
Wow.
For a person of color.
You know what else I heard?
What's that?
Roger Goodell's stepping down. He's going to let a black man take over. I heard that.
Yeah, so are the NFL owners, right? That's not happening.
Why? Should happen.
Because you know who
Put your money where your goddamn mouth is, you pathetic lumps. Do it.
I'm gonna sound bad here, but you know who runs companies? Know who runs them?
Rich white people.
Chances are you are correct, Alex.
Rich white liberals.
Right. I don't know that they have to be liberals.
Oh, they do.
It's definitely the rich white people, and that's why we need to model ourselves as us young investors and retail entrepreneurs into following what the rich. Don't listen to what they're saying. Watch what they're doing.
Exactly, Robin.
And you know what they're doing?
Batman said that once.
Bruce Wayne is a millionaire.
He's white.
I don't think this next iteration we should have a white Batman. It should be Black Man.
Black Man.
Remember Blank Man? He was a cool superhero.
Blank Man?
Yeah. It was like the Wayans brothers. He was cool.
Did he like shoot one in the sink?
Remember Hancock with he was a good superhero.
Hancock, that was great.
With Will Smith.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
That was a great one. I don't know why that didn't ever.
Yeah, why didn't that take off?
Yeah.
Because it's a drunk. First off, wasn't he like a drunk ass black fucking superhero?
Yeah, he's awesome. That was a good movie. I liked that.
No, it was good, but man, it's been a fun episode.
It has. It's been a good evening. Good evening.
We coming back? Because I know I sent you some more clips, so we got a third one on us. Let's do it.
We're gonna do one more.
All right. And you love playing Herbert, so
Herbert is.
We can just go straight Joe Biden, the next one, where he's eating ice cream, talking about drinking kids' blood and everything else.
We'll just do all Joe Biden.
All Joe Biden.
Joe Biden episode coming up.
Third party episode.
You want to interview Joe? I can't do a good Joe Biden impression.
I don't know. We don't need to do a Joe Biden, but you could just be Joe Biden and with the mask on and play Joe Biden clips.
Alrighty.
That sounds like fun.
Oh yeah, that's my Joe Biden. I forgot. I forget things quick.
All right, thanks everybody.
All right.
Listen, we're getting
it's okay to be American.
We're getting throttled on Instagram, so
if
you can't see us, we're there.
But where are those good old conservative values and a faith in God? Lucky there's the Orange Man Pod. Lucky there's two men who positively can do all the things that make us
laugh and cry.
We are the Orange Man Pod. It's okay to be American.
Thanks, everybody.
Orange Man out.
We love you.
GoPro, stop recording.